Well, welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the About Redlands radio show where we're talking about all things Redlands, California. And we're up now with our local business highlight, and I have with me Adrian Donovan, who is the co-owner of Bernardini and Donovan Insurance, and he's going to enlighten us on all of this open enrollment and on these changes. Welcome to the show, Adrian.
Hey, how are you, Deborah? Good to be on today.
Yeah, I was going to say we need about an hour actually to talk to you with everything going on.
I think we could fill an hour pretty easily, actually.
I know. So in the news lately, they've been talking about all these big increases in premiums, and so I'm kind of curious if you can help us understand how that's going to impact us here locally.
Yeah. So you're right. Over the past couple of weeks, there's been a pretty big focus on big premium increases coming, and in fact the national average that they were throwing out there was 25% increase. But that actually affects only one market in health insurance. You have really four markets. You have individual plans where you buy coverage, say, through healthcare.gov, or in California it's Covered California. You have small group health plans, which are employers 1 to 100. You have large group, which is 101 or more, and then you have Medicare, the senior market. That big increase is isolated to the individual market, the exchanges, the Covered California. So people are already getting their letters for next year, for 2017. Here in California, you're going to be seeing some pretty hefty increases. If you're insured with Anthem Blue Cross or Blue Shield of California, you're going to see north of 20%. But it's still going to, for the most part in California, we're slightly below the national average, thank goodness. In fact, the statewide weighted average is about 13.2%, and compared to the national average of 25, we're about half. So we can be thankful for that, even though 13.2% is not pleasant either.
Right. Well, yeah, right. But that's nice to know it could be worse, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And, and in fact, Arizona's kind of been in the news a little bit because over there they've got a county that's got a 116% increase. And they've also got another county, they've got another county where all of the insurance companies have pulled out of the exchange in that county. It's a county just east of Phoenix, and all the companies have pulled out that are in the exchange. So all these people that were getting subsidy are no longer getting subsidy, and the only way that they can get coverage is to pay full price for it.
That doesn't even, and that's legal? Yeah. I guess that's legal, huh?
Sure it is. They can pull out at any time. They're not bound to stay in the exchange, and if they're losing money the way they are, they certainly aren't going to stay there.
Okay. Wow. All right.
So, thankfully that's not happening here, so that's not affecting us locally. Those are some of the national stories going on, but that's not happening here.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I saw that you had posted something about Loma Linda University Medical Center retirees. Can you talk to us about that? What was that about? Yeah,
so this is actually kind of a big change that's just going on in the whole Seventh-day Adventist Church as a whole for their retiree plan, and affecting Loma Linda retiree employees a lot, and we're getting a lot of people calling and coming in to see us about it. And what it is they're dumping their retiree plan that they've had for a number of years, and they're forcing these people to go into a private Medicare plan of their own, an individual plan. It's no longer a part of a group retiree plan. And they have contracted with this company called Aon, which runs an exchange, much like a Covered California, where they have multiple plans that you can buy within this exchange. And so these folks are very confused, but there are a few things that these folks need to pay attention to, because Loma Linda is actually giving them some money to spend or to use to help pay medical claims. It's money that's there for them based upon years of service. And it's being funded through what's called an HRA, or a health reimbursement account. And so the only way they can have access to that money is to go through that exchange and enroll in a plan. However, there's two different ways that they can get coverage. They can get coverage on what's called a Medicare Advantage plan. And a Medicare Advantage plan is basically an HMO. And the HMO has all of Medicare bundled into one. So you have there's a government piece that's Part A and Part B, and then you have a supplement and you have a drug plan, and a Medicare HMO bundles it all together into one plan. Then you have a supplement plan. And this is really confusing, I know, and I'm getting into some technical stuff here. But the way that we can help these folks is if they want to purchase a supplement plan, because if they want a supplement and not an HMO, they can go outside of that system and actually spend less money on a plan than what it will cost them to enroll through that system. But there's some things, some technical things that they need to be aware of when they do that. And that's how we can help some of those people. So we'd like to talk to anybody that is coming out of that Loma Linda plan or is a part of the Adventist retirement plan that's going away. If they're interested in a Medicare supplement and not a Medicare Advantage plan, we've got options for them that would save them some money.
Okay, and that saving money's, I'm sure they'd be very interested. So I know this is an extremely busy time for Bernardini and Donovan because of all this open enrollment. So do you have extended hours, or are you available during this time? How do people contact you?
So we are open. We do have extended hours. So there are times, people work and don't have time during the day. So we have evening appointments available either in our office, or we'll come to your home, come to your business, whatever type of coverage you're looking for, we are flexible. We have weekend appointments available too. So if that's what you need to fit your schedule, we will accommodate. And being that it is this open enrollment time and there are tight windows that where people need to make decisions, we try to make ourselves as available as possible.
Okay, what is the, I know open enrollment started the 1st. When does it end?
Yes.
What's the deadline?
Yes, there are, and there's multiple open enrollment periods going on here side by side.
Okay.
So we have the Covered California open enrollment period, which, as you stated, just started yesterday. And that's also for individual plans. Whether you purchase through Covered California or you go direct to the insurance companies, now's the time for you to, make new selections for the coming year or renew the policy that you have if you don't want to make any changes. This open enrollment period...
Okay, we have about 20 seconds left, and I don't want to